Hello everyone, this is Akib Javed. Welcomes you all on Pabbly. So guys, here I bring to you some great automation techniques by which you can do your business hassle-free and efficiently. And here in this video, I would like to show you a process by which you can automatically add your Elementor forms data into Monday.com application in a specific group. As you guys already know that many websites and business owners use Elementor forms to receive many kind of responses, and they use Monday.com application to manage their projects and tasks. So guys, in this video I have taken the example of a hiring process for a company. So I would like to show you how you can use the connection between Elementor forms and Monday.com for a hiring process. Okay, so the workflow of our automation will look something like this. As and when you receive a data from Elementor forms responses, this data will be automatically transferred here in Monday.com application and will be added here as a new item in a specific group. But guys, there is no connection present between Elementor forms and Monday.com. So to make this connection here, I am using a software called as Pabbly Connect. So guys, what Pabbly Connect will do, it will connect these two applications together such that whenever you receive a form response here in Elementor, the data will be delivered automatically to Monday.com and added here as a new item in a specific group. And guys, the best part of making this automation is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge. So now let me show you the process by which you can also make this automation on my computer screen. So guys, this is my computer screen, and here you can see I have opened a form here created with the help of Elementor form application. Okay, so this is a form for any hiring process. So we are hiring for any construction project. So we have distributed this form with the candidates. So whenever they apply for this construction project through this form, the details of the applicants will be delivered from this form to Monday.com in different groups according to the selected choices of the post we have given. Okay, you can see we have these three choices here: supervisor, surveyor, and field officer. And we have these same groups here in our Monday.com. You can see supervisor, surveyor, and field officer. So according to the selected choices, the detail of the applicant will be delivered on the specific group. Okay, let me show you how it is going to happen. So I'm going to fill this form again, and this is the name of the applicant, Harsha Yadav, and this is the number and all other details. So she's applying for the position of, let's say, field officer. Okay, and I'm clicking on send here. Okay, so you can see the form was sent successfully. Now let's check in Monday.com if we have received the data. And you can see in this field officer group in Monday.com, the applicant added automatically here. Right, now you can change the status of this person from like this, or you can add any hiring personnel here, and you can do many things here. And this is how it is going to happen in real time. Now you guys are wondering how I managed to bring this person here automatically. So let me show you the process by which you can also make this automation. So guys, to create this automation, first of all, you have to sign up here in this page. You have to type PABBLY, that is pabbly.com/connect. And from this page, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect trial account in just 2 minutes by clicking here on sign up free button. Okay, after signing up, you can sign in, and when you sign in, you will reach this page, the all apps section of Pabbly. From here, you have to come to this Pabbly Connect panel and click on access now. So that will bring you to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here like this. So guys, here you have to start working by creating a workflow of automation like this. Okay, so to create a workflow, you just have to click here on create workflow button like this, and then you can give a suitable name to your workflow also. So let me fill the name here. So guys, I have filled the name here as send Elementor forms data to Monday.com in a specific group. Okay, now you can click here on create button, and you can see your workflow getting created like this. Okay, so here you'll find these two things, the trigger and the action. So this automation work on these two things. The trigger says when this happens, action says Pabbly Connect do this. All right, as in our use case, our trigger would be a new submission in Elementor form, and the action to that trigger would be to send the data of the person who have filled the form to Monday.com application. Okay. So first of all, you have to click here on this trigger window, and from this choose app, you have to choose your trigger application, which is Elementor. Okay. Right. Now you have to select your trigger event. So trigger event would be a new form submission. So click on it and this will generate this URL. So this is called as a webhook URL, guys. And with the help of this, we are going to connect Elementor form with Pabbly Connect. Okay, so you can read this text here. For connecting Elementor, you have to go to inside Elementor, edit your form and get this integration. Okay, so let me show you the process. You can read this text to know how you can do it. So you just have to copy this from here like this, then go to your Elementor's dashboard. Okay, so you have to edit this form by clicking on edit with Elementor. Okay, so this form, the editor of Elementor will open up like this, and this is our form here. Okay, so click on your form, and when you click on any field, you will see on the left hand side this content option. Okay, so in content, you need to scroll down, and here you will find this actions after submit button. Click on it like this, and here you have to select in this field you have to type webhook. Okay, so this is webhook, select it, and after that you will find this webhooks option here. Click on it, and in this webhook URL field you have to paste the field that you have copied from Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me erase this field, and the URL that we have copied is this one. So I'm going to paste it here in this webhook URL field like this. Okay, then click on this update button, green button. Okay, so you can see our form is updated now, and here you can see as I have copied this webhook URL, it started showing waiting for the webhook's response. This means you need to do a test submission here to get the record of Elementor form captured here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so for that you have to fill the form again. You have to do a demo submission so that we can capture the data. So I'm going to open this form again. Okay, I'm clicking on view page option, and the page or the form will open up. Here I'm going to fill this form again with this name now. Okay, and now I am selecting postgraduate, and the post applied is for surveyor. Okay, and I'm clicking on send here, and you can see the form was sent successfully. Form is submitted. Now let's check in Pabbly Connect if we have captured the data. So you can see the data is captured here. The name is saying Jen, and the higher education postgraduate, applied for surveyor, and all other details that we filled. Okay, so now we want to add the same person in Monday.com in a specific group that we have created there. Okay, for that, what you have to do first we are going to send this data to a common group we have in Monday.com. Then we are going to move the data. Right, let me show you. For that, you have to click here on this action step, and from this choose app you have to choose your action application, which is Monday.com. Okay, so this is it. Click on Monday.com, then click on this action event and select this create item option. Okay, so after this, click on connect, and from this window select add new connection, and you can read this instructions. Now you have to log into your Monday.com, and from this admin section you will find this API token which we need to paste here to make the connection. Let me show you the process. So this is my Monday.com application, and what we are doing here, actually we have this Elementor form responses group here, and first we collect all the data that we are capturing from the responses here in this group. Then we will move the data bit by bit according to the selected positions. Okay, now let me first make the connection. So from here you have to click on this avatar like this, and here you can see this admin section, admin option. Click on admin, and from this page you have to click on this API option here. Okay, so this is the API v2 token. This is what we needed. Click on this copy here and paste this API token here in this token field like this. Then click on save here and you can see we are going to be connected like this. Okay, now it is asking for the board's name. So here you can see in Monday.com we have these boards. Okay, these are all the boards I have, and the board we are using is this job applications board. This is the board's name. So you have to select this board from this list. It will show you all the boards. So this is our board, job applications. Now it is asking for the group in which you want to create this item. So we are creating this item in this Elementor form responses group, as I have already shown you, Elementor form responses. Okay, so select the group, then you have to give the item name. So you can give the item name on the name of your candidate or your applicant. You can see we have captured the data in this first tab, so we are going to use this same data to map the details here. Okay, so in this item name you have to click here on this field and you will find this Elementor form option available here. Click on it and you will find all the details that we have captured in the first tab. Okay, so from here only I'm going to map the name like this. Okay, then it is asking for the name again, so you can map the name again, not to worry. And the person ID, let's check if we have the person ID. No, we do not have. So this is not a compulsory thing. If you have all these things, you can map these things. If not, you can leave these things blank, such as you can see in the status label. You can enter the status manually here. You can see in Monday.com we can change the status as this of any column like this. Okay, like this, working on it, stuck, done, or you can add the label here also according to you. But if you want to if you do not want to add this label here, you can do it manually in Monday.com also, so we can keep it blank right now. So I am leaving all these things which are not compulsory blank for now. And here I'm going to click on save and send test request, and you will see this data will be delivered to Monday.com here in this group. Okay, let me show you. So I'm clicking here on save and send test request and it is loading now, and you can see it started showing this response. It created a item ID. Let's check in our Monday.com application and you can see in Elementor form responses this person is added like this. Okay, now we want to move this person to different groups according to the selection of the position he have chosen. Okay, for that what you have to do, we are going to apply router functionality of Pabbly. So we are going to create a number of routes according to the choices we have given. So in this form you can see we have given these choices, the three choices: supervisor, surveyor, and the field officer. Okay, so the person who is selecting supervisor, I want to add that same person in the supervisor group in Monday.com, and those who choose surveyor, I want to send them to surveyor group, and those who choose field officer, I want to send them to field officer group. For that we are going to apply and make three routes. Okay, so for that you have to click here on this plus icon and another action window will open up like this, and from here you can choose router by Pabbly. Okay, and from here you can create those routes. So in route 1, let me rename this step. You can rename these steps so that you can know clearly what we are doing. Route 1 is for, let's say, surveyor. Okay, and by clicking on set filters and actions tab you can actually set up the routes, and here it will show you this filter. So with the help of this filter we are going to apply a condition by which we are going to send the data. So now what is our condition? Our condition is this, that our applicant applied for surveyor position. Okay, so we are going to use this label only, applied for label. Okay, let me show you how. So I'm going to the router and the route 1 surveyor, clicking on set filter and action steps, and it is asking now in this filter step select your label. So we are going to select this label from this Elementor step. You will see this applied for label. Click on it, make the filter type equals to, okay, and here in this value we are going to put surveyor. Okay, so just make sure to keep the spelling same. Okay, so what will happen now, we are telling to Pabbly that when the person applied for surveyor equal to surveyor, then only make the workflow continue, and I am clicking on save and send test request, and it is showing the condition is true. So when this condition matches true, what we want to do, we want to move this person to the surveyors group. So I have clicked on this plus icon again, and from this actions tab I'm going to select from this choose app Monday.com again. Okay, and now in this action event we are going to select move an item. Okay, move an item to group, right? And then click on connect, and now you can choose this existing connection option because we have already connected with Monday.com in a previous step, right? So I'm selecting this and clicking on save only, and need not to do anything. Okay, now it is asked in which board you want, and in which board you want to move the person. So we have this board job applications only. Okay, and in this group we want to add this person into surveyor group. Okay, because he has applied for the surveyor. And this item ID section, I am going to map this item ID. Let me show you. Let me show you here in this previous step. Here you can see in this step, in the second step, when I created the item, it has given us this item ID. Okay, so we are going to map this item ID here in this route 1 Monday.com, move an item to group. Okay, and here in this item ID, toggle this map button to on and erase this. Okay, and here you will find these options. So from this second option Monday.com, you will find the item ID created, map the ID like this. Okay, so when I click here on save and send test request, you will see that this person will be moved. This person, which person? The person who we have here, who have applied for the surveyor, will be moved to the group, this group, surveyor group. Okay, so I'm clicking here on save and send test request. Okay, and you can see it started showing this response here. Now let's check in a Monday.com if this person got moved. So you can see from the Elementor, the person got moved to the surveyor like this, right? So connection is working properly. So our first route is completed. So just click on save here. Okay, right? Then click on done. And now we are going to clone this same step because we need this same step for other two positions also. So by clicking here on clone button, clone option, you can clone the same step like this. Okay, okay, so this step is cloned, and you can rename this step also. This is route 2 for which position? For, let me show you, we have given these positions: supervisor, surveyor. Okay, so let us set up the route for supervisor. Supervisor. Okay, then update this. Okay, now click here on set filters and action steps, and you can see the step is already here, that we have created in the first route. Okay, and here we need to change just these two things. Let me show you. In this filter step, now you have to make the applied for equals to supervisor. Okay, so you have to put here supervisor like this. Okay, Then click here on save and send test request, and you can see the condition is false now, because the person whose data we have captured now is applied for the surveyor. So this is showing the condition is false. But in real time, when any person opt for supervisor position, this condition will be true and the workflow will continue. Okay, and what will happen when it continue? That person will be moved to a different group. Now the group will be changed to from surveyor to supervisor. Let me refresh this. So you can refresh this field from this button here. Okay, and you can see the supervisor group here. Just map the supervisor group now and click on save. Do not need not to do anything, because if you click on save and send test request again, this person whom we have moved to surveyor will get moved to supervisor again. Okay, so need not to click on that button, just click on save and done. Okay, so two routes are created, and we are going to clone this step again one more time for the third route for the field officer. Okay, let me delete this route, this is not necessary now. Okay, and I am renaming this route for the field officer, for field officer. Okay, right, now update this route, click on set filters and actions tab, and it will be set automatically like this, because we have cloned this tab. And but the things that are needs to be changed is this one, from supervisor to field officer. Now the filter type will be equal to field officer. Let me show you the yeah, here you can see field officer. So put field officer here. Okay, and click on save and send test request, and the condition will be false again. Okay, right, need not to worry about it. Click on this Mondaycom tab and change the group from supervisor to field officer. It is not showing us. Just refresh from here by clicking on this icon, and it is showing the group. Select the group and just save the data. Right, so in real time, I'll show you what will happen in the real time. So our workflow is completed now. Click on done here. Okay, so before I give you the recap what we have done, first let me show you the real-time example. What will happen when any person choose another position. Okay, so here I am going to fill the name as Heather Khan. Okay, the email, the mobile number, and the 12th class, and the position he's choosing is field officer. Okay, right, and you can see in Monday.com right now we do not have we have these two persons for the field officer position, Yamini Singh and Harshat Yadav. Okay, so I'll show you for this person if he got added or not. So I'm clicking on send here, and you can see the data sent successfully. Now let's check in Monday.com if the data was captured, and you can see in the field officer group Heather Khan is added. Right, so connection is working perfectly. So now let me give you a quick recap what we have done here. So first of all, in this trigger window, I connected Elementor application by which we have created our form, and after that, with the help of this URL, we connected with the form. Then we captured a demo submission like this. After that, I connected with Monday.com to create an item in a common group. Okay, so first we have created the item with the help of the data we have received from Elementor by mapping the details like this. Okay, and it showed us the item ID. After that, we set up 3 routes for 3 different positions, for the surveyor, for the supervisor, and for the field officer. And these are similar steps. I can show you. Here we have applied the filter that when applied position equal to surveyor, move the item to surveyor group, right? And then when the applied position equal to supervisor, move the item to supervisor group. And when the applied position is for field officer, move that item to field officer group. Okay, And guys, you can use this same workflow because I'm going to paste this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect trial account and start running this automation instantly. So guys, this is it for today's video. If you got any query regarding our business automation, you can ask and discuss your queries from this forum. And guys, if you want to check the pricing of this application, you can use this link. And if our automations are helping you, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.